Hey folks, Ward 6 Councilmember Charles Allen here. We just stepped off the dais from our last legislative meeting, and I want to catch you up on a couple of big issues that we tackled today. First, in Ward 6, we actually moved forward some legislation to help a development project in Ward 6 at 1333 M Street Southeast. So this is an area right south of the railroad tracks, north of the Anacostia River, kind of right by Anacostia Community Boathouse and in the historic boathouses along that area. It's a project that's been worked on for more than a decade with the ANC supporting it, neighbors trying to really think about how do we jumpstart this project, which can deliver and bring new homes, new businesses, new public spaces in this area. So I'm excited to see that project finally move forward to the council. Another big issue that we tackled has to do with some reforms to our ERAP program. That is our Emergency Rental Assistance Program. It's designed to help people who are facing eviction be able to stabilize and keep housing. But we've also seen some really significant challenges of how it works with our property owners and our landlords. So we've been working on a series of changes to that. This was just the first of second votes. I expect that we're going to see some changes between our first and our second vote. We heard a lot of diverse perspectives, and so we're going to keep incorporating that to a final vote in a couple of weeks. And then third is some serious changes to DC's Open Meetings Act. On this one, I voted against the final measure. We have found that when we need to get together to talk about federal strategy of dealing with Congress, or we have a pending litigation or settlement that the Attorney General needs to brief us on, the Open Meetings Act actually can create a problem where we're unable to actually get real-time information or come together to strategize in a way that we could not or should not do in public. But the changes that I think the council ultimately passed were actually overly broad. It, for all intents and purposes, exempts the entire council from the open meetings law. I moved an amendment forward that was much more narrowly tailored to focus on the problems that we've seen. Let's fix the problems that we've seen to make sure that we can do the business of government and we can meet and have conversations and strategize, but also not just completely remove ourselves from open meetings. I'm concerned that by closing the door on the people and on the press, we're going to actually increase fear and skepticism of the way government works. So ultimately, my amendment did not pass. It failed 4-8. I didn't feel comfortable with the overall reforms, though, because I think they went too far and they were too broad on an emergency basis where we haven't even had a public hearing to get feedback on it. So I voted no against that. It did pass, though. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on. We expect to see a hearing on a permanent version of this bill sometime later in April, and the chairman will host that hearing and share more information about it. So we're going to keep a close eye on that, but just wanted to share with you some concerns I have about one measure that I was on the minority on, but was approved by the council regarding changes to the Open Meetings Act. So anyway, that's a quick update from our legislative session today. As always, hope to see you around the neighborhood. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and look forward to seeing you soon.